This man right here has been probably the main reason we have any fighting chance this season. Matt Chapman has delivered time and time again this year. And damn it, man, right now he's trying to find a way to win him a Silver Slugger, and he is well deserving of it at his third baseman position. Now Chapman, he's on fire, or he's been on fire. He actually has now started to hit a little bit of a cold spell in the last few games. You can see he's batting under 100. But I imagine he's going to find a way to turn things back around. We're running into some tough competition. Detroit has been bad for us. The Padres have been bad for us. And, that might be part of the reason why we're struggling a little bit here. Because his play is taking a little bit of a dip. He's been carrying this team on his shoulders a good portion of this season with his bat. And right now we need some other people to help carry him a bit. Willie Adames is trying. Willie's got 16 home runs on the season. He's trying to fight his way up here as well. So we'll see how things end up working out. We are 3 games above 500. We're 16 and a half games back behind the Dodgers. We're never catching the Dodgers. Last 10, you guys can see we are 2-8 as we're getting ready to hit into this All-Star break and the MLB draft. But the biggest issue is we're on a 7-game losing streak. We were looking pretty solid in the month of June. Had some, decent little win streak there. We had 4 games. And then it's just kind of been a mixed bag. We've lost 3 of the last 5 series in the month. So we started kind of struggling once we faced the Dodgers. We knew that was going to be a tough challenge. And now we're just hitting a big slide that we could not afford. And now guess what? We still got one more game versus Detroit. We got another series versus the Dodgers, who are completely just wrecking shop. The Astros are not going to be easy. They're 6 games above 500. Now, that might be more comp level playing field, but you just don't know. Pirates aren't doing well. We should be able to take care of them. The Rangers, they're not doing well, but these are also teams we've kind of struggled with. The teams that are hovering around the 500 mark, or just a little below. The Brewers have already swept us once. The Guardians are doing extremely well. Our weakest comp comes against the Angels at the end of the month in July, and same with them and the Pirates, so they're kind of running the same ballpark. So we'll see how that ends up going. But today, it's another big day. It's draft day. You guys know how we feel about it. Got to find a way to get in the next star, hopefully. My only concern is I don't know if there is one in this draft. We got another guy actually in the switch now. I had a center fielder here, and then I started looking through again. I'm like, well, I would like to know about Frank Farron. I know. We got a first baseman already in George Wilson, but honestly, we found a hidden guy. He's kind of in the top. He's ranked in the top 50 for us. So honestly, just kind of wanted to see what he might be about. I don't think we're gonna have a shot at that center fielder. So that was another reason why I threw Frank on here. And he's also got good power numbers. He's a lefty batter too, so that's part of the big reason is because we need more lefty batters on this team. And there's no guarantee that somebody like George Wilson's going to end up working out. I hope he does. That's my hope. If he doesn't, it's going to suck. But I believe he will find a way to end up working out. We still have Richie Daly up here. I was thinking about potentially finally getting just him fully fleshed out. He could be a guy that we're going to be considering for this pick. And honestly, guys, I don't think it's that great of a class. There's not a lot of pitchers that I have on here that I'm very fond of. Scott Arrington, he's the number 1 pitcher on the board, but even then, I'm just not like huge on his potential there. And not the actual potential rating, just what he is. Like, I mean, he might be an A potential, like all the way around. He might be like a B+ range. I know they only got A, B, C, D. But, he could be around that range. I don't know. He might be like a B. Not sure. Then we got some guys that are injured. Kirk Becker is probably the guy I'm kind of leaning towards because there's a chance he's there for our pick. Henry Vega Ramos, another guy. I don't know. I'm not big on. His strikeouts are low. His walks are really bad. His control is bad. I know the game hasn't ranked high for us. He's only 18, but to me, it's not screaming take him with our first pick. It's just not. And then there's some other guys in here that it's just not a strong class. It really isn't. And I mean the strongest position actually might be a position where we're kind of fine at, and that is first base. And it could be led by this guy right here, Maurice. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Is it Volat? And he could be generational. He might be the very first person off the board here today. Not 100% sure. Could be very well. I'm curious to see if he is a generational prospect, though. Because I'm not exactly sure if the overall and potential is clashing too much or not. I feel like it is, but then again, I could be very well wrong. I mean, he meets a lot of the requirements. You got to be like 18 or 19 years old, so we'll have to see how this ends up working out. You also have to be like the #1 ranked person on here, unless there's multiple generational talents in the draft, which I believe that's even more rare. But yeah, and then there's some 23-year-olds that are like good. So I don't know. We have Antonio Chavez. He is someone I would be interested in. If he's gone in the first round, we're not going to have a shot at him because he's not ranked, but that's somebody I would like maybe third round, fourth round. You know, that's not somebody I'm necessarily wanting to take with my first round pick because we could use a little bit of help when it comes to the pitching. So we'll see, man. We'll see. But yeah, I think we'll get Richie kind of fully decked out and scouted. And then we got Frank Farron as well. We already mentioned that. We'll see if we can discover any sort of other outfielder or whatnot. Odds are probably not, but we'll see how this ends up going. But yeah, I just don't think this is going to end up being a strong class. But let's get back to the diamond. Let's see if we can find a way to snap this 7-game losing streak and try and steal one from Detroit. I mean, they've just absolutely throttled us, outscoring us 18-4. And we are going to come away with a win. So 3-0 on Detroit. Thankfully, we can stop the losing streak. I mean, my goodness, a week straight of losing. That is not ideal, especially coming into this series versus the Dodgers. We do win 3-0 here in this one. See what Matt Chapman, all right, brings in a pair of RBIs, maybe snapping out of that cold spell. Goes 2 for 4. Yes, sir. That's exactly what we want to see out of Chapman. Oh, before we get a little further, Vlad is starting to hit. Vlad's got 14 home runs on the season now. He's batting .271. He is getting dinged, but some of those are not as egregious. I think one of those was like a minus. I know the power on the contact was right. He's -4. I think his power versus righty was like a -4 at some point as well. But see, last 10 games besides before this last one, batting .308. He's got an OPS over 1,000. He's been doing his job. He's got 4 home runs. He had a 2-home run game versus Detroit, and I believe he just recently surpassed the 200 career home run mark. So shout out Vlad. Hopefully, he's starting to really heat it up as the weather gets warmer out here as well. It's probably about almost as warm as it gets. July and August is going to be hot. So we'll see if the team can find a way to get hot. We're already starting well behind the 8-ball, losing the first 4 games of the month. So see what we can do here. We got the Dodgers. We're up 4-1. Elliot Ramos has a 11-game hitting streak. Elliot, you're going to have to snap yourself out of this. I'm hoping the pitcher staff can hang on in this one. And they do. So we win 2 games in a row after dropping the first 4 games. We'll see if we can keep the winning ways going. Ranger Suarez will go up against Shohei Ohtani. That was Logan Webb on the mound, so maybe it makes sense why we were able to take care of business there. All right, well, moving along then. Here we go. And we're going to fall. Camilo Doval got the loss. Camilo's been operating as our closer. Vlad goes home runs 2 times in this one with 3 RBIs. He tried carrying the freight. Chapman ends up with a 1 for 4 day. Damn, Doval. It looks like he did lose it in the 9th. I hate that they don't give us a legit box score to see what the hell actually happened. Because we can't see when they score runs anymore. I don't know why. Why would that be a feature you get rid of? Yeah, that makes... I'm a good guy. I'm going to call it... Yeah, San Diego Studios. That makes no sense. None at all. All right, we got Kyle Harris and Eric Miller, bottom of the 8th, 0 outs. I really hadn't been hopping into games, at least in like the end of the last video. It was kind of, it was Easter Sunday, and I was like, all right, I need to kind of wrap some things up because I had to get a move on. But yeah, here we go. We're gonna try and get this done. Here we go. Max Muncy's up to the plate. We got Eric Miller, bottom of the 8th. We love a double play ball if we can get it. Max Muncy, I know he tore us up in one of those games here. And we will hold him. Good job by Patrick Bailey. And there's one thing lovely about Patrick Bailey. Like, he stops almost anything from trying to get by him. For the most part, they do not. And Eric Miller coming in with the gas at 97 on the inside portion of the plate. We do got to be careful, though, with Muncy. Muncy's got extreme power. I mean, look at that, 92 power. His contact's not the best. But if he does get a hold of one, they will be in the lead. Ooh, there we go. Free swinging on the circle change. It was not a good pitch at all. That'll make it a 2-2 count. Looking for the punch out is Eric Miller. And fouled away. Muncy able to be defensive. All right, here we go. A 2-2 from Eric Miller. Not going to get in the chase. Altman's on deck. He's batting well. 272 on the season. He's 0 for 3, though, here in this one. Come on. Oh, boy. Fouled off. Here, another full count pitch. Muncy, great eye. Does not chase at it. Miller is in a jam. The tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run moves to first with James Outman up to bat. Oh, they're talking about a sacrifice bunt potentially coming here. And he is going to bunt. Oh, he's going to pop it up. Patrick, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Let's go, Patrick Bailey. Yes, sir. Eric Miller, great stuff. It was too hot. That was the goal there. They told us, so we threw a little bit high. And not a good bunt attempt at all from James Outman. Pops it straight up. And here's Tommy Edman now. Can we find a way to get this double play opportunity, man? Sheesh. Yeah, Edman's way out in front looking for that heater. Batting .333 to runners in scoring position. That's in there for another strike. Eric Miller doing his job. We're looking to take two games here from these damn Dodgers. I know we still got another inning of work, but we just need to focus on getting things done, I guess. And down it goes. Eric Miller gets the strike, got the circuit change. Maybe not the best on it, but it got Edman to swing at it. And here's Dalton Rushing. The top prospects in their farm system in real life. Let's see what Rushing is doing here. He's batting .247 so far on the season. Oh, check swing. He went, come on. As early as he was swinging. You got to give us that, man. Sheesh. Rushing also batting well with runners in scoring position. I'm sure every Dodger is. They're all probably batting over 300 runners in scoring position. I mean, sheesh. There we go. Get a call from the umpire right there. And that was a grounder. Guerrero's got it, and that'll end the 8th. Let's go, boys. That'll way to get out of the jam here. I'm going to come in and finish this off. Matt Chapman is up to bat. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk and a run scored. Landon Knack is the pitcher. I will tell you the truth, I have no clue who this guy is. Oh, and Matt Chapman rips one in the left. We got a hanging curveball, man. I don't know how Chapman doesn't put that out there into those left field seats. But you know what? We'll take the single. Here we go, Hunter Bishop now at the bat. He's 1 for 3 on the day. We'll see what he can do here. Oh, it's another hanging breaking ball pitch. This time a slider. We're behind on it. In 2 pitches, we got a single and an out. Oh, it's James Tibbs. James Tibbs is 2 for 10 in this series, but he's got a home run today. He's got the big blow. James has been a nice addition coming up from AAA for us. Ooh, that curveball finally. He finally threw it properly there. It breaks a lot. But we went around. Put the sweep on the back foot, but we went around, but that guy didn't. All right, that's how it is. Here we go to 1-2 again. Blew a bias. That was an inside fastball. We weren't able to do anything with it. And here is Brett Wisely, which he's not doing well at all this season. I also just found out apparently he bats better versus lefties. So I might need to make an adjustment there. Oh, that's going to get away. Rushing can't stop that one. That's a wild pitch. It gets between the legs there, and that will bring Matt Chapman into scoring position. All right, we'll definitely take some insurance runs if we can get it. Actually helps Brett Wisely because Brett Wisely's like clutches like 90. And oh, did he deliver here? That was blooped in the center, but it is just going to be a weak fly ball. That'll end the top half of the 9th. We'll see if we can shut it down. Middle of the ball. We're into the game. 9-1-2 do-over. Yikes. This is not, man, this lineup is so damn deep. It is. Oh. They're going to pinch hit. Chris Taylor. All right, then. Well, Amy Pajes comes into the game. We are bringing in our closer. Middle of the balls, 20 or 24 on attempts. I think he's only blown 1 game since he's been made as a closer. So he's been doing great. See if he can continue to do the job. He'll face off against a couple righties guaranteed, and then he has Freddie Freeman. Oh, that one's pop foul. Vlad, man, I need a little better effort out of you from that one, man. Let's go get it. All right, come on, Camilo. I know you're tired. That's a grounder. Brett Wisely, great reaction. And that will be out number 1. 2 more guys to go. Come on. It's Mookie Betts 0 for 2 with 2 walks on the day. You do have to be careful with Mookie, man. Mookie is one of the greats. And oh my goodness, he gave one of those swings too, but Ramos has got it and left. And that'll be out number 2. 1 more guy to get, Camilo. 1 more guy. And it's Freddie Freeman who's got a double and a single so far today. We don't want him adding anything on to his potential fight for a cycle, and that was a bad sinker. And apparently he's one home run away from 400 career home runs. We pumped that cutter by him. How about we go to the cutter one more time? Let's go a little more inside, though. And a little lower. Yes, sir! Camilo! Strikes him out with the cutter. 3 pitches. Freddie Freeman in a body bag. Let's go. All right, boys. That'll way to get a job done, man. Good win. Good win. It sounds like we're giving a lot of love to James Tibbs, man, with a 3-run home run. And we have taken 2 from the Dodgers here in L.A. Okay, I like it. And James Tibbs is your player of the game. Dodgers had 2 big errors, apparently, in this game. Black goes 2 for 3. Patrick Bailey and Hunter Bishop 1 for 4 and score runs. Let's go, boys. Let's go, man. Let's get right. Won 3 of our last 4. We're trying to erase that dreadful start. We can get this last one here versus Dodgers. That would be huge. And we get shut out. Hey, Birds. We're going up against Blake Snell. He's 13-1 on the year. Oh, good gosh. Well, hopefully we got maybe more of a favorable matchup versus the Astros. They're not as tough as we were facing with the Dodgers and the Detroit Tigers and the San Diego Padres, who like are only they're 8 games. They ain't even have games back behind the Dodgers, and we're 8 games back behind them. It's insane. I know we've been looking at the standings a lot. I'm just curious where we were in the wild card race. But all right, Houston, what you got for us? Yeah, boy, we got a mess here, and Ryan Walker's in the game. Good gosh. I'm hopping in here because I'm going to try and save this. I don't think we're going to get it saved, but we'll see. All right, Yana Diaz. Can he roll into a double play for us? It would be lovely if we could get it here on the first pitch. But we will get a strike instead. And here we go. Can we get the strikeout? No, umpire doesn't give us the call. It was just below the knees. Ryan wants it. How about we try and jam him inside here with a fastball? Pop them up the chute. Yes, sir. Patrick Bailey behind home plate. This ball's moving a lot up there. And that'll be out number 2 here. 1 to go. On a side note, curious how many people went to go see Sinners. It ended up being a very, very good. I had a feeling that was going to be a great movie anyway, but good gosh, man. It was even better than what I thought. Hope you guys, those who did see it, man, I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. A lot of nice and hidden messages in there for people as well. Very much enjoyed it. Here we go. Jesus Sanchez up to bat. Oh, Jesus caught him. Good gosh, Ryan.
No doubt about it.
I mean, my gosh, dude. We just can't pitch. We can throw that pitch with a lot of people and it not even either not get touched or B, not leave the fucking yard. Good gosh, dude. I hate him. I legit hate him. Ryan, I mean, the dude's got a 66 power, and you just gave that mess up. Can't stand you, dude. I literally cannot stand you. Call from the umpire there. Thanks. Strikes him out, ends the 7. The offense, we're going to need help because Ryan always is just shitting down his leg. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Casey Schmidt is up to bat. He's got a home run today. Closer Brian Abreu is in. Patrick Bailey's at first base. He'll be looking for a double play ball. We know that. That slider misses inside, so maybe he's a little off on his A game right now. Hopefully fine with it. Pitch is low as well. It's a 3-0 count coming. Brett Wisler will be on deck. See what he gives Casey Schmidt here. We just need his lineup to turn back around, man. Sheesh. And we're going to get a call from the umpire. Thank you. It's a 4-pitch walk. Bailey moves into scoring position. Bailey does not have good speed, so a single up the middle is not a guarantee. Also don't want to really just pull Patrick Bailey either because he is our better catcher. And that fastball is pumped right by us. It says good time, but we were a tad bit late on that. Here we go. That time, not exactly sure what happened there. He just fouled it back. And can't hold up. Of course, my guys can never hold up. Their guys always can. All right, it'll be up to Jung-Ho Lee. I mean, it was an awful thing to swing at anyway. That was on me, but it's the fact that we can never hold up on anything is insane. Oh, Lee. It's right there, man. Tag. That's a foul ball. Man, we just always have people so far underneath stuff. And that's going to be the ball game. Wheat roller over to, I'm guessing Altuve. And the Astros are going to win this one. A Ryan Walker blown game yet again. After 2-game losing streak, a broken neck. Willie, get your ass on out of here, dude. What are the Blue Jays offering? Ryan Walker for Andres Jimenez. We do need a second baseman. Jimenez is not doing well. He's also a lefty batter as well. Still missing, what's his name? Tyler Fitzgerald right now. So, that actually might not be a bad thing to look into. I don't know necessarily we're going to go after a prospect. But Jimenez is not also doing that good either. On base percentage is really bad. OPS not much for it either. I don't think he's that type of, doesn't appear to be that type of player anyway. Bet you maybe behind him a little bit. I don't know. But on the best he's done is, full season of work is these couple years here in Cleveland. And even then, it's nothing to write home about. So, I mean, he's a good fielder. Great fielder at that. He's got a few gold gloves. He's got 4 years in a row worth of stuff. Might be on his way for a 5th one this year, potentially. I'll have to take a look at that. His fielding is getting a little bit of a knock, but yeah, I think that'll be one to pass on. Like I said, I don't know exactly what route we're going. As Devin Williams is dealt off to the Minnesota Twins as the Orioles get rid of him. Had to just sign him in the offseason. A couple I don't even think these are prospects. Jeez, I feel like the Twins just fleeced the hell out of them. That's what it feels like. It feels like they fleeced the hell out of him. All right, well, we got Logan Webb versus Clayton Kershaw, who is now an Astro. Trying to find a way to not lose this series as well. Hopefully we can find a way to get it done here. We got a lot of losing. Only won 3 games so far this month as we're getting ready to prep for this draft. Logan Webb's got a shutout going. Of course he does, because Logan Webb is that guy. We're going to hop in here just to see. I'm just more curious if they're going to kick him out right away. No, they actually leave him in here. He's only got 85 pitches in here, so yeah, he's good for a minute. Got to go against 4, 5, and 6. And Christian Walker is here to greet him as he fouls that one away. 0-1 here from Logan Webb. Fouled away. Christian Walker on top of everything so far. Didn't seem to be seeing it well. And here we go. The 0-2 looking for a 3-pitch strikeout. Oh, he somehow got a piece of that sweeper. It didn't even look like he extended for that. I'm not surprised he was even able to get a piece. Here we go. A 1-2 pitch now to Walker. And that one he'll put in play. Wisely's got it. He'll fire on to Vlad, and that'll be our number 1. 2 more guys to go for a complete game shutout. It'll be Yanir Diaz up to bat. That one's ripped into right field, and that'll be a single here. 99 off the bat. He got a piece of that sinker there. And he's going to get pulled. All right, then. Well, Bob pulls him. They're bringing Trent Thornton. He's done well out of the pen. Hopefully he keeps the job up. He actually ends up giving up a run. So that is going to be an ERA for Logan Webb. But Vlad is our player of the game today. Home run and 3 RBIs. We'll take it. Know whose name I'm not seeing, though. Yeah, I'm not seeing my boy. I'm not seeing Chapman anywhere. One Chapman is still kind of dealing with a cold spell. Looks like he might be. But he is going up and everything, so maybe he's trying to snap out of it. Yeah, he's starting to snap out of it a bit. I mean, he's going like 1 for 4, 1 for 3 in games, but it's not that woefulness he was seeing. But Vlad is still remaining hot. We need those reds on the left to come back to green, though. We need that back in the positive. So, I mean, look what he's doing the last 10 games, man. The dude's on fire. He really is. He's really heating up here. We're getting ready for this All-Star break. All right, y'all. It's that time. Hit this button. Time for the draft. Let's go. It's our second draft. We'll see how it goes. I really have no clue how it's going to end up faring for us. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to throw Arrington on the board. Honestly, there's so many guys in here that I'm just not, like, big on. We do have Daly fully scouted out, so we know he's probably going to be a B potential. So it's not the end of the world. It's going to be probably mid-high 60s. All right, y'all, we're not going to waste much time here. I'm going to give y'all a quick rundown of the draft board, and honestly, it's not long. Y'all can see it's just a few people here. I'm really going to I won't be surprised when we get through the end of this if we find out it's just a weak class. Because honestly, it just doesn't seem like it's got a lot of strength behind it. But let's not wait any longer. Let's see what the Rockies are going to do here with the first pick. And see if it is going to be Maurice. That does not look like Maurice. So they are going to go with Scott Arrington. That is the number 1 pitcher on the board. I don't know if he's going to actually end up being the number 1. pitcher, though, so I guess we'll end up seeing him. He's got a bonus to man that we can't even pay. All right, the White Sox are up. Are they taking Maurice? No, they are taking Akil Matsui, a shortstop. Boy, this looks like a major reach. That's the White Sox for you. All right, well, we got guys potentially falling here that we were not expecting. And here is another one, Isaiah Rodriguez. It's the center fielder that I thought about scouting out. And I'm like, you know what? He's probably not even going to be there. That's kind of why I went with the guy I ended up scouting. Now I'm a little worried if I should have scouted that potential #1 guy just to kind of figure out what the heck he is. I thought, to be fair, even if he did like ball to us randomly, couldn't pay him no way. And Adrian Cortez ends up going there. We did have Cortez scouted out. He didn't do well. He's only going to be like a C potential. Maybe B. Maybe he sneaks in and gets that B. There goes Richie Daly. This is the guy we just literally lastly scouted out. So right now, things are kind of falling a little bit for us. We'll see if it ends up staying that way. Carlos Nunez goes real early. I just added him on the board, too. So that's surprising. We're actually seeing a lot more position players go than we are pitchers. I feel like pitchers normally go off pretty early. Anthony Spencer, we have no knowledge on. But he looks like he was projected for the second round. We got Kurt McLeod. Also going, man, it's surprising to see how many of the reaches are up here. But it could be one of those classes just people are considering. It's not strong. Here goes Bruno Castillo. This is the 23-year-old. He looks phenomenal. It's just 23-year-olds tend to regress a lot. So, yeah. Here we go. We got Kurt Becker. That is my guy who I wanted that ends up leaving. So, yeah, things aren't ideal right now. And there goes Alexis Peralta, another guy we had ended up scouting. Didn't have him on my board. But now we're in an interesting spot. Because we don't really have a lot going for us. Jesse Roach is a guy I could consider. This is one of the first guys we ended up not drafting, but first guys we ended up looking at in free agency. Not free agents, but scouting. And he's just kind of okay. He's a good contact hitter, which is a positive. He's not necessarily fully interested in coming here, so he's asking for 5.1. Then we got Jason Dillon. His bonus demand is 1.1, which is a guy who's could be around there for our third round pick, or it'll be our second pick. So I don't know if he's gonna be there or not. It's kind of like a hope. We got Manuel Castro. I mean, right now it is just not a good class. I really almost want to just go after Maurice and just see if this is gonna end up working out for us. I really do. But then I mean, you got guys like Jeff Pappas who looked like he was gonna be somewhat good. But you see that he's 23, so I don't know. I feel like, do we take the chance for a potential generational talent, or is he going to end up being a bust? I mean, because even if he is generational, we're not going to even be able to pay him. #1 guy on the board, we're only allocated like $8 million, so it's almost not even worth even trying to go after that. I guess we could take let's see. I hate I didn't scout him now. I tell you that right now. I hate we didn't end up scouting him. We don't need a first baseman, though. That's the problem. I don't know, you guys, man. I mean, sheesh. I was really wanting a pitching prospect here. But, man, there is just nothing here that's just speaking out to be like, yeah, you know what? He's a safe option. Like, you know, you can go with him. He'll probably be, maybe he's a reach, maybe not. But right now, there is just nothing. I mean, Josh Ivey is not bad per se. He's only got a 3-pitch mix, but he's also not somebody I'm necessarily looking at drafting. You know, we might add him to the add him to the draft queue, but that'd be it. But yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. Antonio Chavez might be the route. I was looking for more of a lefty batter though, if we are gonna go any route. Now I keep coming back to Maurice. I do. I want to know what this dude is so badly. I hate we didn't scout him at all. Maybe we should always scout. I mean, because we kind of wasted some weeks. I'm not going to lie. We wasted some weeks on some people. So, kind of maybe screwed us up there. We got this Frank Farron dude also on here. But it's like he's projected potentially for the second round-ish range. Could go with another outfielder. That's the thing. Like, we're good like in the outfield. Antonio feels like that might be the right play here. And his bonus demand is pretty cheap. I'm just hoping he's like there. But I think that's going to end up being the route we go. I would like to take a shot at that first baseman. I just don't think we can. And Antonio Chavez will be the guy we end up with. I'm hoping his potential's on the bigger side of things. But more likely, he's just going to be, at best, maybe a B. See, if Boston ends up taking Maurice, man. I mean, it is insane how bad this class is. I think majority of these people are B. I don't think there's many A's. And I bet if there are A's throughout here, it's probably going to be some guys that owe maybe low overalls. Now, Isaiah Rodriguez could be one of these guys. I don't know. He probably is one. He's probably going to be like one of the few. If Derek Molina goes off the board. But I guarantee, I'm banking this is like a heavy B and C class. I just bet it is. Richard Matson goes. Okay, that's the first baseman off the board. And look what he is ranked. Okay, this is real. This is going to get real interesting. I'm curious where this dude's going to end up at. Bradford Covington injured. The Padres go after a guy they're taking a risk on. Maybe they think they can overcome it. I don't know. These injured guys aren't really the best ones to go after as Dave Estrada goes. That's the first catch. I could have sworn I saw another catcher go off the board, but I guess not. And it's back-to-back catchers. One guy projected for the first round. Another not even projected for like the third or the fourth round. There goes Henry Vega Ramos. He's off the board. Chris Melendez. He was the power bat guy. I just thought he was okay. I didn't think too much about him. He doesn't have good vision either. His contact is bad too. I feel like he's just going to struggle. Marshall McGraw goes. That is a guy we considered. I just never got to a chance to be able to scout him. They're going to look solid potential-wise. I mean, minimum he's probably going to, I mean, he's more likely going to be around the B range, but there's a chance he could be at an A. We got another catcher going off the board. Third one here on this side of the draft. When is the number one considered prospect going off the board? Somebody could be getting a steal of a player. I just hope we're not the ones who made the mistake. You know what the worst part is? We don't have a second round pick. That's probably like the worst part. We don't have anything that's closer. Jeff Pappas finally goes. The Atlanta Braves take the 23. Or maybe they can afford taking that risk on something like that. Somebody that's going to be pretty much MLB ready. Ken Chapman goes. Yeah, so far, our pitchers and stuff that we were considering are still here. Castro, I don't know if he might be, he's kind of projected for the round we're in anyway. Dylan also kind of in the same boat. I don't know the way that these guys are reaching like crazy, so you never know. See Jesse Roach, how much longer he'll last. I mean, he's a projected first rounder. Jesse wouldn't actually be a bad one if he found a way to make it all the way down there. If he did make it, I'd definitely consider it in the third round, but I don't think he's making it through another full round there in the second round. He might even go in this competitive balance round. But man, this has been a weird draft. It really has been. There are a lot of big reaches. I mean, Derek Robinson was, he was injured. He's number 7 guy, so that's more expected for him to kind of fall like that. The Colorados are adding Josh Ivy, so they did find Josh Ivy as well. Well, let's see what the White Sox doing to start off the second round. They're gonna go Brian Stubbs. No, I'm gonna add Maurice to the board. I'm real curious, man. What was going on? I'm just adding him just so I can, if I'm not paying attention, that way we'll see if he ends up getting drafted off or not. Rado Robles is another guy I was considering to scout. I just kind of ran out of time on people, man. So, there goes Maurice. He heads to the Nationals. He's finally taking the number 1 prospect, falls to the second round. That is crazy. All right, and there goes Jesse Roach. So a couple guys we just kind of lately throw on the board have been taking now back-to-back picks. So, yeah, kind of sucks not having a second-round pick, but I guess we'll end up being fine. We'll see if some of these guys can end up lasting for us. Henry Matsui, that is another guy I was interested in taking a look at. So, we'll see where he ends up being or ends up going. Now, we see what he ends up being, I guess I should say. Well, we just had one of our guys go. Jason Dillon does go a little bit before we were able to pick. That was probably going to be our guy we go after this round. So, it could be down to Manuel Castro. We'll go Frank Fair in the first baseman. With Frank, I'm kind of fine with if we just take him later. I mean, he could be end up gone by the time we pick anyway, so. Yeah, well, I think we did go Manuel. I don't know how well he'll be. This could be kind of a reach, but we'll see. And then I'm paying attention, but Frank Farron also ends up going. So the Mets got another First baseman for them. Well, no, it's a decent power hitter. He's not, I mean, he wasn't a guy that I was like overly impressed by. So if I wanted him, I could have taken him with my pick at 88. I feel like we needed the pitching prospect a little more though. But honestly, right now this draft is a crapshoot. It really just feels like everybody I kind of had on my virtual board are all gone. So which most of them were like first rounds anyway. So, but it wasn't that deep. It's not a lot of depth there. All right, well, we got another pitching prospect here in Jerry Rojas. It's not somebody I had added on my board, but he's at least going to guarantee he's a B potential. Not sure how good or bad he'll be, but you know what? It's cost effective too. Only wants $527,000. So, welcome Jerry Rojas. We'll see how this ends up working out. Like I said, we got a lot of this draft class is just awful. It really is. Another guy we had ended up on our list ends up going as well. Robert Parsons goes to the Rockies, so. Yeah, boys, there's not a lot we got left here. I mean, we can, at this point, it's just kind of maybe swinging in the dark for somebody. Got a closing pitcher here, potentially, that might not be bad to consider. There are some relief pitchers in here as well. I mean, we didn't scout out a soul, so. When it came to, like, relief pitchers and closers, so we got some injured people in here, too, so that's not the positive. Cameron might not be a bad one to throw in there. Good. Pitch velocity, home runs and walks aren't the best. Got good strikeout, and hits per nine isn't too bad. We'll take the We'll take the risk. Why not? We can use more bullpen help. He's got a chance of solid potential, so that's always a positive. At worst, he's gonna be a C. So you know we kind of live with that. You know if he ends up even just being a B. All right, final pick. We don't have much time here. Almost all the pitchers are gone off the board. We might, you know, looks like all the position players are gone too, pretty much. Yeah, this was a barren draft. It really was. Roscoe Shelley might be the last one we can consider. I think we'll go this direction as well. Roscoe, welcome to San Fran. Head down to the minor leagues. A 23-year-old, so yeah, maybe not the best thing to go after, but I mean, at this point, who cares? Like this was such a bad draft class. I feel. The number one guy that was projected didn't even go until late. That's how bad it ended up being. We got to look at the All-Star voting here. We do have a starter in Matt Chapman, so that's a positive. Hopefully Chapman continues to hold down the fort. Logan Webb is in this one. He's not going to be the starter, but he is likely going to be a representative. He'll be back-to-back, well, 3 straight years actually for Logan Webb, so that'll be nice. I don't know if we'll have anybody else. Willie Adames might make it. Vlad was in the hunt, but looks like Freddie Freeman just as recently overtook him. That last home run looks like maybe just got him the nod over. We'll see if he can. I don't know if they'll bring 3 or not. They might, but right now Bryce Harper is the starter. I mean, Bryce is absolutely going insane. He's on pace for another MVP for him. Should end up being his 3rd. Looks like he takes some gears off before he decides to win another one, but looks like he could be getting it here a little bit sooner before, since he got his from number 1 to number 2 and a year sooner. So Bryce is on pace for that. Matt Chapman is going to be the starter, though. He's got a very good lead over Mark, so we'll take that positive. Only Adames looks like he is not going to be able to crack in there. I don't know how many they take. I don't know if they take 3. I don't know if they just take 2. But it looks like nobody else will be coming from our team. Jungle Lee actually made a good run for it. But still quite a bit of a ways off, but not too bad as we get into this All-Star game. But we got our final game here coming up versus Houston. We'll love a win. See if we can get it done. Luis Matos is up to bat, top of the 9, 2 outs. There's Brian Abreu. And Patrick Baker's got a home run on this one. I'm going to see if y'all can get the job done yourselves, and we are not. We're going to fall 5 for another loss, another losing series for us. Things are just not going well. Willie Gutierrez is back. I don't know if Chapman made the home run derby or not. We'll see. It does not look like we have any representatives. Came close. Looks like it was maybe just a couple home runs off, but he kind of cooled off these last few weeks like everybody else has. So I'm not really caring who ends up winning that home run derby. But All-Star game is here. So it'll be Shane Bieber versus Dylan Cease. We'll play a lot with our boy. Considering he is getting the start. Damn, man, they got him even batting last. Sheesh. Kind of effed up there. But we'll play a lot with Matt Chapman. Get a look at him. I don't know if we'll face Shane Bieber or not. I don't know how many innings these pitchers typically. I don't know if they necessarily go 3 or not. They might only pitch like 1 inning or so. That's the first time we have been in an All-Star game with a starter this year. So That's nice to see. Let's see what we can do here as we head out to Philadelphia. It is a cloudy and a foggy day. Not exactly how you want the All-Star game to look, but all right. Here we will have our moment here as we'll take off against Tariq Skubal. And Matt Chapman's first All-Star game bid in a little while. First pitch you'll see is below the knees. Chapman right now batting .290, on base of .359. He's slugging over 500. And he's going to pop this one up. You don't like seeing that, but he's got 21 home runs, 64 RBIs. That is what brought him here. He's been hot for us all year. And then they add on another one. Joe Ryan has now entered the game. Bottom of the fifth, runner on first base. I know Chapman will have another plate appearance tonight. Good timing on that one, man. We just... Oh, come on, man. Chapman, you got to blast that bad boy. There you go. 1-1 from Joe Ryan. Chapman swings through. Just late. I mean, dude, Chapman, what is going on? Chapman strikes out. We may have been too late on that one. I don't know. But Chapman just does not look good. And we are just absolutely getting blown out. All right, then. Well, Nico Horner's having a hell of a day. Alvarez goes yard for a 3-run home run. Well, looks like we're probably going to be going 0 for 3 with Chapman. Oh, boy. Well, that National League, you add a giant. Well, the way we're losing, yeah. Yeah, we just look foolish that entire time with Chapman. Barely even put a ball in play. To be fair, Chapman had an opportunity and just missed. We're 7th inning. There's no reason to even try and watch that. I don't even know why you even offer that. We get absolutely blown out and shut out. In the All-Star game, not a good showing for the NL at all. And honestly, this is kind of how things have been going for us. We do have a futures game. I'm sure we probably have some prospects in here. I'd be surprised if we didn't. Oh, this is the AL side. Jared Brown is here. George Wilson is here. Miguel Escobar is actually the starter. Wow. Miguel's in Class A right now, and he's considered the starter for this. That's insane. I'm actually not going to hop into this. I'm more interested to see kind of how they end up doing. And, oh, is that Tyler Fitzgerald coming back? They're not going to let us look at a box score for that? AL win that one as well. They went up 1-0. Unfortunately, they are not allowing us to look at a box score. That is just absolutely stupid. Okay. Well, the All-Star break is come and gone. Now, it looks like we may have actually got a starter back. So, Tyler Fitzgerald will get back into the lineup. Come on, man. He been on break this entire time and he's still cold. But Casey Schmidt, you can go back down to AAA, bro. It's not been the best experiment up top here, but all right. Well, let's see what Fitzgerald is about. Maybe he can. Him and Wisely, they're just doing awful. I mean, I don't even know what to do with Wisely, to be honest. I guess we just keep putting him back as a platoon player because he's just not getting the job done elsewhere. All right, well. Let's get a move on. We got lineup set. Hopefully, there's no issues or whatnot. But the Pirates coming up. They're 9 games below 500. We're sitting just 3 games over. We're hoping we can find some winning ways here in these next couple of series. Because right now, it has been a struggle boat and we are not. The losing continues. And right now, it might be trouble for us. I don't know how we're looking in the wild card. The Reds have now caught us. The Reds on a 3-game win streak. The Braves are on our heels as well. Right now we're falling. We are falling yet again. It seems to continue to keep on happening. And I'm not sure why. It just continues to happen. But Antonio Chavez, he's got 65% chance to end up signing with us. So hopefully he's not going to end up being an issue. Why are they trying to pay him? His bonus demand is $2 million. Why are you trying to pay him $4 million? What the hell is wrong with y'all? Because we're his slot bag? Is that the issue? That's insane. So we actually have to offer that. Wow. And he declined it. You got some nerve. That is insane. All right, well, we got everybody declining, I guess. I mean, we're offering everybody the minimum. I don't care. Jerry's going to sign, so we do get one. Jerry's not going to be stingy like Antonio and all these other dudes who were getting paid way more than what they were supposed to be getting even offered. We got 51% here on Cameron, so let's see if we can find a way. He's also declining, so everybody's just declining. All right, Roscoe, get a final one. See if he decides to sign on his dotted line or not. And no. Okay, so everybody decided to decline. That's ideal, you know. Everybody wants to be a little bit of a bitch about it. For Cameron, I'm not overly concerned about it. At least that gives us a chance to actually scout him out a little bit and get some more info on him. Manuel, I'm honestly not. I mean, he's already high enough on the sign thing. He just needs to get his shit together. All right, well, let's see what keeps happening with Pitt. It's another loss. This team is spiraling. We are falling. We were at one point, we're 10 games above 500. We are now only a game up on that. And the losing continues. The Reds are looking to trade for Ryan Walker. They're trying to send us a second baseman in Sal Stewart. 22-year-old prospect. Former first-round pick here. He's doing okay. He's not doing the best down in AAA. His OPS is all right. Got 10 home runs currently. No major league action. Actually, might not be a bad idea to consider. Like I say, I would kind of prefer somebody that's a lefty if we could potentially get that. But that is definitely one to consider here. Definitely not, uninterested in it. But maybe not at this moment because I would like to actually take a look and just fully view out what all we can get. Because maybe we can find something better. All right, Antonio, let's see if you're getting your act together now. I mean, dude, we're quite literally paying you double than what the hell you were trying to ask for. That's our first round pick signed. I'm getting some information still on Cameron. Looks like his potential did take a slight notch down, which is not the end of the world. Roscoe Shelley, we're learning more about. And yeah, Roscoe's not maybe looking the best. That potential is still in the green, but hopefully it's still working out for us. We're throwing my contract in the out. Now everybody's fine to sign, huh? Everybody wants to sign. Oh, he's still being a pain in the ass. All right, well, man, see if he will end up taking his contract offer, and he does. I understand why they were kind of bitching around, but all right, it's fine as we are now 50-50 on the year. We're facing off against the Rangers, who are 50-49, and the losing ways continue, and they just seem like they won't stop spiraling. Matt Chapman is on the mound. We just saw Ryan Helsley in the with Chapman. I don't want to go up against that again. So if we get the job done, we do it, and the losing finally snaps. Dude, this has been an awful month. We got 5 wins so far. 5. Crap is insane. And yeah, the more and more we're looking at, the more and more it looks like Roscoe might be a seed potential. I might not even sign him, to be honest. He's a 6th round pick. He's 23. He's not going to get, any better. So that is another thing. So I'm just going to kind of let this keep going just so we can kind of get him fully scouted out. See if he's even worth it. Got another one. We're up 6-2. Fitzgerald is a home run from the cycle. Press the square to power swing. All right, well, appreciate it because we didn't know what a power swing was. But great stuff, Tyler Fitzgerald. Keep it rolling. We win this one 10-2. Good job, boys. Those guys see Evan Carter go deep for them. No home runs for us. Wow, but we do tack on 12 hits in this one. Vlad goes 0 for 4. But a 3-hit day for Fitzgerald, Chapman, and Willie Adames. It looks like the team might be trying to get their shit together. Kyle Harrison gets his 11th win of the season. Only gives a 1 earned run. Kyle Harrison has performed extremely well in the outings that he's had. Now, he did get a loss here in this one, but he is really starting to come along, man. I love to see it. No chance to sign draft picks, but 3.23 ERA, a whip of a 1.29. He is really starting to come into his own this year. You love to see it. His numbers are better than what the heck they were last year. The walk numbers might still be slightly high, but you know what? It's livable. They're averaging around maybe 20 home runs a year anyway, so I don't know if that's a crazy high number. If we compare that to somebody like Logan Webb, who's sitting right now at 10 home runs. Logan looks like the most he's given up in the year is 20, so. Yeah, but it looks like we're still getting great stuff out of Logan as well, too. So, he's getting knocked in some categories, like his walks per 9. is that a little high for him? Is he a little up? He's at 26 on the year. I don't feel like that's too high. I don't know, but Logan's still doing his thing. Suarez has really started to pick up his play. He's now got his ERA under a 4. The last 10 games, he's got a 3 ERA. The last game he was out there, the last couple games, looks like kind of got tattered around a little bit. At least for the runs. Gave up home run in the last 2 games, too, but for the most part, he's starting to get solid. He's starting to get solid. This is what we paid him for. Hayden Birdsong, though, it's still just a struggle for him right now, man. I just can't believe how bad year 3 has been for him. Maybe year 4 is the year, like Kyle Harrison. We'll see. We'll have to make a decision here at some point. Willie Gutierrez still doing well down there in AA. Love to see it. Still like to see stuff continue to come up for him. Need that walk per 9 to really take a jump up because that's at a point where it's not good. He's giving up 47 walks on the year. Yeah, I'm surprised he's even got a +1, but he's only giving up 1 home run, so that is a positive. He's not getting the ball out the ballpark. That's the reason that rating is so high. There's McDonald down there. We haven't taken a look at him. He did not do well in the short stint he had in the majors. But AAA seems like he may have found a home down there. Miguel Escobar got the All-Star. I couldn't believe he was considered a starter. That was insane. I mean, like I said, he's sitting down there in Class A. But he's getting a great boost. This is exactly what we were needing. That's why I wanted him to stay down there in Class A, because they can get a good boost. And they're getting a bigger boost than I even thought. So we'll take that for sure. Middle of the ball, still doing his job, man. We're glad to see that. Keep things strong. Ryan Walker, your time here is done soon. I'll be taking a look at that trade stuff here in a little while. Patrick Bailey, batting 245. All right. 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. Catcher position is just not giving us much at the bat. But Patrick does do extremely well when it comes to defense. Vlad is hot. 18 home runs, batting 289. At one point, I felt like he was only on pace for like maybe like 20 home runs. But I think this is the first time we've seen Bryce Eldridge have a flame next to his name. So that's finally a positive to see. He's got pluses across the board outside the contact versus lefties, but still just seems to be his struggle. George Wilson's batting 281. 32 RBIs, still no home runs, but boy, look at that. Everything going up besides the stealing. But that is lovely. You love to see it. He's really doing a good job versus lefties is what it looks like, too. +5 contact left. That's at a 75 now. Keep it rolling, George. Chapman batting 293, 22 home runs on the season. Willie Adames still sitting at the 16 home run mark. Really hasn't moved much in a while. He hadn't hit a home run in a good minute. Maybe he'll end up snapping out of that here at some point. His clutch is actually taking a slight knock, but he's got +6 to contact versus lefties. Good, man. You need to be able to hit lefty strong, too. Luciano, he's doing okay down there. He's not doing anything crazy. And then Ramos, yeah. For Elliott, it just looks like he's just going to be this kind of player. He's going to be just okay. He's going to be solid. I was hoping he'd be somebody that just ends up maybe breaking out more. We'll see. He's still young. He's only 26. He still can, but there's a reason we got a guy like Jared Brown that could potentially take over that role. And Jared is also doing extremely well down here. He's got everything going up. You'd love to see that. 99 durability, so I really like seeing that. I would like 99 some other stuff, but hey, we'll take it. Jason Chourio, another guy we ended up trading for. Elliott. Ooh, look at Chourio, +8 to contact. Yes, sir, Chourio. Chourio could be fighting away his way up here soon. But Ramos, man, you're just being a little more disappointing than what I thought you were going to end up being. I thought you were going to be a little bit better than what you've been, but Chourio, Jared Brown, we got some guys that could potentially fighting their way up here. Jung-Ho Lee, you're going up in spots, but you're also not just blowing me away with the way your play has been. Yeah, Luis Matos got a little bit of extra action. Yeah, it ain't going to an average down to 193. Maybe it's time to send him back down, and maybe give a guy like Jason Chourio a shot up here. He's been batting well. I don't know if his contact and vision and stuff is up to par where we would like it at. Maybe just kind of let Luis kind of just see if he can fight through the growing pains. I don't want to pull and yank these guys a little bit too much. Hunter Bishop's still doing okay. James Tibbs has come back down to earth with his average, but, he's still having a solid season so far. Walker Jenkins down here in Double-A. It's okay. we got some lefty bats that are young that I would like to definitely eventually get up here at some point, but you know what? We'll see. Like I said, the outfield kind of seems to be a little bit locked right now, but there's definitely room for improvement. And Walker Jenkins, I didn't think he was going to be down in Double-A the whole year, but right now, still only batting 243. He might be down here the whole year. So I guess we'll see how that ends up going for the rest of the year. Whatnot. Signed draft picks. Yeah, I think Roscoe ends up being a C. Looks like that is the direction he is headed. We're going to get him fully scouted out here in a couple of days. But see if we can continue the winning. Let's see if we can start winning here on the backside of things here in July. And oh boy, look who's in here. Why? We're going to hop in here just because I know we at least might have a better shot, because if we send it, it's guaranteed he's not getting out of this mess. Probably gives up a grand slam. For us, though, there's a good chance we end up throwing a grand slam as well, because he just does not pitch well. He just does not. I don't understand why. It's not like his ratings are bad. He is just not a good pitcher on this game. First pitch is below the knees. He got a sinker there. We have nowhere to put him, though. And like I said, it's just inevitable. Like Thanos said, it is inevitable. Man, we probably could have threw that home with Lee. Lee's got a good cannon out there, and it's tied. It is tied. Ryan Walker's just always going to give up that hit. He's just always going to give it up. That's not even where I was putting this fastball down here, and look where it is. Good gosh. I don't like him, man. He is on his final days here in a Giant uniform. And a 1-2 from Walker. A little too late. I don't know why Adames ran there. I told him to throw it. He didn't throw it. But that's fine. We blow another game, though. Great job, Ryan. Hey, don't be pointing away, dude. Point your ass to the bench. Top of the ninth, got a moment. Jung-Ho Lee up to bat. We got runners on first and second. Can he break the tie? At least give a shot for Willie Adames. And not put a double play ball. If he's got a sinker there, he's probably going to be trying to throw a lot. Gonna pop this one up. Third baseman trying to find this one in foul territory. It is going to stay. And that is out number 2. All right, well, let's up to Willie Adames. A-Holes went for a righty versus righty matchup. Trevor McGill enters the game. Not who we really wanted to see into this game, but all right. Well, let's see what Willie can do. He's 2 for 4 today. Oh, Willie had it. Willie, you had it. Come on, Willie, man. Let's take care of business versus your former ball club, man. Come on. Sure. Yeah, like I said, when we check swing, it's always going around. When they check swing, it ain't always it is rarely in our favor if we strike out. Willie goes down on 3 pitches. He missed the pitch that we could have done damage with. We're going to return to the sim, and I imagine, yeah, we're losing this. As Jackson Chorio walks us off. What's Contreras is the player of the game here in this one, but once again, Trent Thornton, you don't deserve the loss. Ryan Walker deserves that damn loss. Ryan Carnacion is back. He can be activated. So, you know what? That is actually a positive as well. Get some more people back to the lineup. Looks like he's still going to be out for a day or two, but we can bring him back because we have a couple guys that are kind of like playing just in spot roles in the DH. Like Luis Matos. We don't need Luis Matos playing really like at all right now. So we'll leave Herrera on the bench for now. See when he's fully active, when he can come back. Oh, John Lee has a 2 home run day. Well, the offense got to firing in this one. 12-5 is your final. Did Lee get that third one? No, but Luis Matos does go yard, and he had a triple in this game. Lee with a 4 for 6 day. How about it? Braves Holiday, we'll take it. 3 for 5 day out of Vlad. We got a 3 for 6 day out of Chapman. Those two are battling to try and fight their way to get to that 300 average mark. Michelle goes 2 for 4, and today he scored 4 runs. Michelle's going all over the place. All right, everybody almost ended up with a hit. Ramos goes 0 for 6 on the day, and Patrick Bailey 0 for 4. Key Wynn is on the mound, but he kind of got tattooed around a bit. Only 4 innings. All right, then. Well, we got the win. We got an offer from the Braves. Marco Luciano, they are wanting to find a way to trade for. They want to give us Sam Hint. I don't know how you pronounce this dude's name. He's not pitching well at all out of the pen. No, thank you. All right, well, we can sign draft picks again. I mean, at worst, he's an innings eater. I just don't know if we want to pay him. It's not going to cost a lot. I could just be being stingy. We're throwing the 2.6. All right, look, he's declined again. I'm not signing you then, dude. Go away. I'm not signing him. I don't care. He's being stingy for a bum-ass pitcher. Like, go away. You're not being signed. You can go somewhere else. You're 23. You pretty much have nowhere else to go. Quite literally have nowhere else to go. Hey, guys. I ended up taking a look at some of the trade offers for Ryan Walker, and honestly, it's just nothing there. Maybe he's an off-season trade candidate. I don't know. But right now, it's nothing. I can't even get good prospects for him. Like, there is quite literally nothing there for him that's even worthy of the value. I get he's having a down year. I mean, he's cost control too, so I guess we can try and deal him off, like I said, in the offseason next year at some point. So, guess we'll hang on for the bum, but so yeah, this stuff ends up going. Casey Schmidt is going to be out in a few days. He'll be fine as we lose another one. We won 1 game versus the Brewers all year. Went 1-5 versus them. I doubt we play them again. But good gosh, the struggles are continuing. We're back down to 500. Oh, the ball is an issue. He's got bases loaded. 1 out versus the Guardians. We're trying to find a way to get an upset on them. If it's the bottom portion of their lineup, but Gabriel Arias is up to bat. Can he get this rollover double play for us? If we're putting singers up there, we're not going to get anything positive. Not necessarily working in our favor here with the ball, but I got faith in Camilo. And there we go. 6, 4, 3, game-ending double play. Yes, sir, the ball. Good job, boys. Good job. I'll take it. I'll take it. Wasn't the best pitching effort from my end on that. I ain't gonna lie. But we'll take it. Chapman gets another home run. Suarez another win on the season. Willie Adames with a pair of doubles and a couple of RBIs. Yes, sir. Chapman boy is just doing his thing out there, man. He's an extra base hit machine. And Gerardo Encarnacion is officially back. We'll take that, man. We'll take that. Get him back in the lineup. I think he might have already been. No. Well, we want Matos to continue. I mean, yeah. It seems like he might be starting to get things trying back under control. James Tibbs is on a cold spell. Yeah, that's fine. We'll let James keep hitting versus righties and whatnot. That'll be fine. Keep up the good work, James. Keep it up. And we fall to the Guardians this time. And now Hunter Bishop is out with a broken forearm. He will be out for a little while now. Casey Schmidt is officially back. So some other people. And we drop 2 to the Guardians. I mean, just look at all the L's here this week. Tyler Wells, a pitcher they are looking to give up. We will pass on this one as well. Oh, Jazz Chisholm is dealt from the Yankees. In division trade, Chisholm goes to the Orioles. Give up Matt Shaw and Levon Soto. Soto was also offered in one of the deals for me. That wasn't something I was going to go after, but they give up Matt Shaw. Promising third base prospect who was doing, looked like pretty well. It looks like he just got caught up because of the Yankees. He's going to the Yankees, but I mean, he's blocked over there by Gunnar Henderson in Baltimore, so I guess that's the reason why. But I'm just surprised they gave up on Jazz. Maybe Jazz isn't doing that well. Yeah, since he's been a Yankee, he's just doing okay. Nothing crazy. Maybe the Yankees are getting the better end of that deal. We'll have to wait and see how that one ends up playing out. Today is the trade deadline, but I think we're going to end up staying stat. There's not really any deals for us to really make. Ryan Walker was the big one that I was trying to move off of, and just really nothing there. And it's unfortunate because this is a down season from what we were expecting. We're now a game below 500 with 10 games behind the Padres and 19 behind the Dodgers. And the Diamondbacks are only a game and a half behind us now. So, yeah, we are completely just falling flat on our ass. I mean, completely. Let's see if things end up turning around in the month of August, and I think we just lost again. No, we did win that one. Okay, never mind. So, 8-3 victory over the Angels. But, you guys, I mean, it's been pathetic stuff. Sign draft picks. No, we're good on that point. Like I said, I'm not signing that one dude. He can kick rocks. See what stats we got. Ethan Small did not do well. Matt Higgins was hot. Hey, Winger did pretty well as well. Correa did okay. Got a lot of strikeouts, but did just okay. Chapman, 23 home runs on the season. Let's go. Chapman is slugging .530. He is having career highs across the board. You'll love to see it. He's only 5 home runs. Oh, well, no, excuse me. No, never mind. He's still away. He's need 14 home runs to pass his career high. I didn't realize he had this 37. Well, he's hit 27 home runs in a season 3 separate times. So hopefully he can finally get at least his second career high in home runs. But maybe he's not having. I think he's gonna pass majority of these numbers. I think he's gonna hit. I think he's gonna surpass the 91 RBI mark as long as he stays healthy. That's only 20 more. The way he's been on fire wouldn't be surprising. But hopefully things continue to go that way. We are back to 500. I just can't believe how on the rails this season ended up going. And we got the Dodgers coming up again. Good gosh. And here is Matt Chapman, who has another home run in this game. Good gosh. He needs a triple for the cycle. I'm not going to go through that. But another job done. Did he end up completing that cycle? No, he did not. But him and Patrick Bailey go yard. Willie Adames did get a triple, so he got the triple for it, man. You didn't need it. Good. Guerrero on 0 for 3 today, but Chapman is now batting .300 again. This dude is a phenom, man. Logan Webb, once again, a lot of hits given up. I just don't understand why he gives up so many hits. And we're going to officially view our draft picks. We didn't sign the one guy. And we'll see what we ended up bringing in. Like I said, this was not a strong class, so we'll see what all we ended up doing. First guy we ended up taking ends up being a C. Wasn't sure what Chavez was going to end up being. Chavez, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Just not a good class. I mean, we did well on our last class. The 2 starting pitchers we got a B. Kind of had a feeling they were kind of maybe B in that range. No pun intended, but. Alright, looks like the best one ends up being the closing pitcher out of this class, though. Solid pitcher, B potential. He's 19. Most of these guys, like Chavez and whatnot, we'll probably put them down in Class A. These guys they can probably go ahead and go to Double A. We may even let them be in Class A too. So Jerry could still probably use a little bump too. So maybe let them sit down there. Yeah, Ross Scott was not signing. He was being a pain in the ass. There was no reason to sign him. But I am curious some of the guys that I ended up like taking a liking to. So take a look at them. We'll see how the rest of this draft class ended up going. Marshall McGraw apparently was the guy we should have considered. He ends up being an A. I never got a chance to scout him out. They ended up falling on my end. Bucky Reagan did not end up signing. I was curious what he was going to be about. Lincoln Rossi, a guy we did end up scouting. I kind of actually half-assed his scouting, but he does turn out to look like he ended up being pretty solid. He's a lefty batter, center fielder. He looks like he could be ready to play sooner than later. So we may have just fumbled the bag a bit with our draft class. So we end up seeing how things end up going. Another guy we had on the board, we don't even know what he was. So Jermaine does not sign as well. On Garcia, there's another A here. But like I said, I guarantee, I bet there are not a lot of A's. Adrian Cortez, he's like a B-. He just edged out being over a C. Gerardo Robles, I was interested in being able to scout him out. It ended up turning out to be much, though. Joel Nunez, yeah, I remember seeing him. Yeah, I knew he wasn't going to be anything, worth anything. Blue Jays, not a crazy good class. Oswaldo Vera, okay, White Sox, I got somebody, but yeah, White Sox reached for like crazy for this dude. I don't know what that was. That was like the second pick of the draft, and they jumped up for that dude. And we found the best player in this draft, Francisco Valdez, ended up being a closing pitcher. Able to get him in the first round, so the Guardians ended up with 2 first-round picks. The first one ended up not being well, but so they may have found a stud in their closing pitcher. It's a lefty. Not bad for Cleveland at all. I just realized Detroit took back-to-back catchers. All right, then. Nothing crazy out of here, though. Ooh, I was wanting to know how this catcher was going to end up turning out. But Bruno Castilla does end up being A. He was the 23-year-old. I think he went right before we did. I was like, I'm not going to take him just because it sounds like 23-year-olds regress a lot. It looked like he was going to be good, though, and he is good. I just don't know about that 23-year-old logic. I don't know what the full status of that is. Waylon McCall ends up being an A prospect. Good power versus righties. And he's got pretty good speed as well. He's not worth a damn in the field. They'll have to work on that, but once again, man, it's just not a lot of like just good stuff out here. It's just really not. Okay, Astros did well. Kurt Becker, this is the guy I wanted. They literally took him right before I picked. At least we had the right idea for a guy that we were interested in. That's a good William Bay. Another B. They got a couple guys that are right there on the A range. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Kirk. That is unfortunate. Aaron Fedor. Solid lefty. He's a lefty batter. Solid fielder. It looks like that's what he is. So you're banking on that. You're hoping he ends up developing. Steve Dawley, it was a guy I had on my list because I wanted to scout. Glad I didn't have to waste my time on him. He is not good at all. Carlos Nunez, third baseman, another guy I did have on the board. Ends up being an A prospect. Ends up looking really, really good. Wow. Nunez turned out to be a stud. Good gosh. 73 overall. Man, I think he went before we even had a shot at him. And Jason Dillon, another pitcher that we were interested in. So we had some guys that at least we had on the board. They just went before we did. Like we just didn't have a shot at some of these guys. But yeah, Carlos Nunez went 6. So yeah, we never even had a shot at him. If he would have been on the board, there's a chance I would have took him. If everything else kind of fell the way it did with the pitchers and all that. Yeah, still not seeing a lot. We got Edgar Olivia. I didn't even have any knowledge on them. Honestly, I kind of wasn't really looking for the outfitters too strongly because I knew it really wasn't kind of no point. Henry Vega Ramos, all right, ends up being a B. He's a low overall, though, only a 56. That's kind of tough to deal with. Got Solomon Fernandez. Got an A prospect down here. We'll see if he ever lives up to that. It could be tough. Jeff Papa, see, this is what I was talking about. He had a close potential. He was 23. He had the potential and overall being very close to one another, but he ended up being a C. So he didn't end up actually turning out to be good at all. But the other guy, Bruno, was pretty good. Once again, there were guys there. We just didn't have a shot. Isaiah Rodriguez is a center fielder I was considering, but Rodriguez went really, really early. 6'4", man. Damn, dude is tall. But ends up being B potential, 71 overall. So it looks like a solid pickup for the Marlins. And there goes Frank Farron. This is a guy we actually considered, but he ends up being damn near a D prospect. So, I mean, honestly, we would have took a shot in the dark on him. But the next guy they got, Brett Valdez, ends up being the guy to actually go after. First baseman is a lefty batter. Ends up being an A prospect. Only a 52 overall. I mean, they took 3 first basemen right in a row. So I guess they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with post Pete Alonso here. This is a player here for the Phillies as a closing pitcher. And here we go. Maurice, we did blow it. Wow. He's generational. They got a generational talent in the second round. I've been waiting to see what this dude was going to be. I can't believe we just didn't. I wanted to take him. I really did. But I wasn't sure. And we missed on a generational talent in Maurice Volat. Volat, maybe? Wow. Turned out to be an 80 overall off the bat. And we could have took him. We literally could have took him. And we passed on it. Wow. Oh, hey, you know what? Good for the Nationals. Y'all didn't make the mistake I made. Richie Daly was another one we had on the board. I really wasn't sure about Richie. It was just kind of all right to me. Chris Melendez, another guy we did end up considering. Well, we scouted out, I would say, not considering. But yeah, that one's going to come back to bite. That one's going to come back to bite in the ass, boy. Yikes. Well, Nationals actually get their generational talent. I know the White Sox, we got a first baseman in Jared Fernandez that we were trying to go after, and I think he ended up with the Nationals as well. Oh, no, he ended up with the Reds. I think he ended up with the Reds. David Estrada. Solid catcher right there. Solid fielding catcher at that. Sheesh. Anthony Spencer. West Region. Wow, I didn't have him pinned at all. Jesse Roach ends up being a siege. Hey, well, I almost considered Jesse for that first rounder too, boy. I mean, he got great contact, so he actually could end up working out. He just might not. If he can find a way to bump his potential up to a B, that would work out for him. But Anthony Spencer had no knowledge of. But man, yeah, I'm kicking myself now. I knew I blew that mess. I just knew it. We got Brad Hutchins for a center fielder. Diamondbacks really couldn't sign a damn body. Maybe we're out of funds. Maybe these dudes are just being stingy. Who knows? Scott Arrington, the number 1 pitcher. That's the number 1 overall pick. Solid. I mean, nothing crazy. He's got a decent break. Nothing crazy with the pitch speed or anything. But he's 70 overall. He's a B. Clearly does not end up being like the best pitcher for potential-wise, but he's a 70 overall. Whereas Anthony Spencer is a 65, so he's not far behind him. But Spencer looks like he may have been the best of the class. And then they also land Robert Parsons. Josh Ivey I did have on my board, but a 3-pitch mix, I really wasn't overly concerned, but he just ended up being a B potential. He did slide in there at that. And it looks like Dodgers didn't do too well with their stuff, and neither did the Padres. But the tail of the class ends up going to the Nationals. They end up with the number 1 prospect, and he did end up being a generational talent. I really hate myself for not scouting him out. I do. Should have. Just to be able to take a look, like, hey, might as well take a look at him, see. But also, I don't think we could have afforded him. I really don't. I don't think we were, because those generational talent, like, they cost like $10 million or something like that. So even if we could have got him, we would have had to find a way to finesse signing him on the signing bonus or demand or whatever it was. So, I mean, with the way they give us, I don't even think you can control that budget. Like, they have a budget on this game, but I don't think you can use anything for that. So yeah, we're just screwed with what we have, what we're getting. I don't know how you get the budget or how that's just a set number for the team. I really don't know, but yeah, it sucks. It does. But let's finish out this series with the Angels here. We're gonna go ahead and sim this one, and we end up losing that one. Can't even sweep the lowly Angels. Good gosh, man. We're just destined to sit around 500. Take the first one. Take the first 2 versus the Dodgers. Good gosh, and we don't get a sweep. I can't believe they didn't have us come into any of these games. Kyle Harrison gets another win, boy. Kyle is absolutely dealing. Justin Beck gets a win in that one. Fall 5-7. All right, we're back above 500, and right now we got a big series here coming up with the Diamondbacks. We're gonna keep on Simmons. Casey Schmidt looks like he's gonna be back here soon. Hunter Bishop is now gonna miss some time. 1 to 2 months. He is gonna be out with what? Oh no, he's being. I get it. Never mind. He's already hurt. We dropped the first 2 versus the Diamondbacks. Good gosh. And we're swept by the Diamondbacks. Great. Fantastic, you guys. Another big losing streak. Y'all just constantly love to lose. That is what I'm noticing about this team. Y'all just love to fucking lose. And now we got Hayden Birdsong going out here versus George Kirby. We're probably going to lose that one too, y'all. How much is the losing going to keep happening? Chapman needs a trip for the cycle. It's not happening. At least you guys finally are blowing out some damn body. But look, the losing, man, it is insane. Like I said, we were 10 games above 500 at one point. Now we're not even in the realm of hitting the playoffs. We're 5.5 games out. It's insane. What a fall this team has had. Look at this box score. There's no real reason. Adames goes yard, Vlad goes yard, Chapman goes yard, Herrera and Encarnacion goes yard 2 times. Everybody gets a hit in this game but Brett Wisely. Logan Webb is the guy on the mound in this one who will get the win. His 12th of the year. 6-6 giving up, 2 earned runs. And here goes another 4-game set with the Diamondbacks. And sure enough, we lost 4 straight to the Diamondbacks. Another loss. Finally beating the Diamondbacks. Okay, so we take 2 versus them. Split the series. Good gosh, man. We are just bad. We are really bad. And honestly, I'm kind of simming out of frustration. We do get the win here versus the White Sox. I've got another moment. Tristan Beck. Go for it. Get out of it. He does. Might be the only team we actually can sweep, and that is the lowly White Sox. As we do sweep them 8-1. I mean, good gosh, y'all. How bad this team has gotten, man. We're just now. I mean, like each week, I'm after each game, after each video, I end up doing. I'm like, all right, we were a couple games below 500 in. I think like after the opening day game, so I guess that second video of the second season, and then it's like, okay, then we got like 4 games, maybe 3. Then we kind of went down another. I think we were 4, and then went down to 3, and now we're back down to 500. Man, it is insane how bad this is going. We got another. I mean, right now I'm just here goes the losing again. All right. Well, I'm just trying to get through this month, you guys. That's kind of why we're simming a lot. I know it has been a lack of gameplay. Ryan Walker out here. Oh, you know he's blowing this shit. You knew he was blowing that shit. That dude is awful. Quite literally, he might be one of the worst pitchers I've ever had in a sim. Not like ERA, but it's just always anytime. Look at that. He's got 10 losses on the year. Ryan goes out there and he just loses games. He does. Vlad with a 2 home run day. All right, I'll take it. Herrera breaks another. Oh my gosh, Herrera. Can't keep him healthy, man. He just cannot stay healthy. You know what? Y'all got it. Gerald with a 2 home run game. Now we're blowing out the Reds out of nowhere. Like, what? Back-to-back games? I'm about to say, that's not lasting. Yeah. You knew that was not lasting. You just knew it. All right. I got a couple more games left in this month. All right. Well, that'll end the month. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get through the rest of this week. Got too many players on the roster. Good gosh. All right, we're at 70-70. This team is just what it's been the entire time, and that's mediocre. That is what this is called. This is nothing but being mediocre. I know that we still got too many people on the roster. It was because they called us some people. Oh, crap. Probably should have paid attention to that. I was too busy trying to get through the sim. But Suarez, good stuff, man. Not a way to get that ERA back down. You let us see it. Kyle Harrison, 3.5 ERA. It looks like it's coming up a little bit. Got 121 strikeouts on the year, 58 walks. Hayden got 81 walks. Good gosh. Marco Wright. You know what? That's not a bad one to call up because that's actually somebody I would have been considering. Gutierrez, his ERA is starting to come up a bit, but it's not terrible. We got to get some stuff figured out down there in the minors, though. We are kind of got some people that maybe need to be moved around to be able to fill some positions down there. So I'll get that sorted out in the next video. This dude can't stand it. Can't wait to move on from him. I know I said I was going to trade him. It just didn't end up working out that way. But Vlad is a 29 home runs, batting 300. He's almost dead on what he was at a year ago. Except he's doing a little bit faster. No triples for him this year, though. But she had 5 in the year before. That's crazy. All right, Vlad looking for... well, I ain't going to have a career because he got a 48 home run year. Slow start to the season. Kind of knocked the stuff. But, I mean, he's kind of like just at his average. So maybe it just takes him a little bit of time to heat up. George Wilson has actually hit his first career home run. And he's now hit 4 home runs. All right, George. The pop is starting to come into the bat. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I'm just quickly going to go over some of these stats for these guys. And good gosh. They brought Casey Schmidt back up. I don't know if that's the right idea or not, but Levis, I don't know. That might not be the right idea either. Jared Brown is down here as well. He is now taking over the second spot here over Gerard Encarnacion. Jared Brown trying to make that quick call up. He'll definitely be in AAA next year. Jared might not be down in the minors long, though. He might not be. If he can continue to keep increasing his stats like this, he will be up here before we know it. Problem is, I can't hit with him. I just cannot. Oh, Jason Chorio came out. Good. Yeah, because that would have been a guy I would have brought up anyway. All right, well, I kind of see why, we had some people being caught. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Hunter Bishop being injured. All right, well, man, Walker, man, you're kind of being a disappointment. Oh, Walker's potential has dropped. Wow. I'm low-key not surprised, but wow. Walker, that's bad. That's real bad. Sheesh. All right, well, that is where we're going to wrap things up here, everybody. We are now in the month of September. September call-ups are happening. Or I think they already have happened for us, but they're happening. We're sitting at 500. We'll see if there's any sort of... We've already been eliminated from our division. Title's at 94 wins, dude. This is insane. Let's see if there's any sort of push for the playoff. I highly doubt it. I think we're missing out on the playoffs again. At one point, it was... The GM goal was going up. Now, the rating is still going up. But, yeah, we're not reaching the postseason this year. There's no shot. This team just does not have it. It does not. And the worst part is we can't even bottom out enough because we got a little bit too much talent to even get a top pick. I mean, we're just not at a point where we can do that. Some of these teams aren't even going to win, like, 60 games this year. You're already at 70. But that is where we'll wrap things up. Next time out, we will finish the regular season up. We'll see how this ends up going. It was a bad draft class, and we missed out on a generational talent, and we just absolutely flubbed it up. But, so we're going to wrap things up, everybody. Once again, if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys hit the like button, comment down below, let me know your thoughts on the Giants franchise. Y'all give me thoughts on how y'all are enjoying the pace of this series. I would really like to know. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button to stay up with this Giants franchise and more. I will catch you guys in the next one. And as always, God bless and peace. Close it out, Future.
And it's the love from my fans got me still here.